Book review. Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Hi, I'm Nick, former medical doctor turned soul doctor, and I just finished reading this beautiful fiction book recommended by Tim Ferriss. And it's definitely something I recommend to people who are in their 40s, late 30s, 50s, who are into gaming as well, or who have been into gaming, and want to have a beautiful fiction story which weaves together a narrative through the decades, um, referencing so many game periods, time periods, and using this idea of game design, level design, creativity, friendship, relationship, death, loss, intergenerational trauma, mixing together the identities of race as well as immigration and what that means. Um, and looking at this narrative from multiple different perspectives, lenses, realities. I listened to it on Audible, and I really enjoyed that. It took me a while, probably a few weeks to get through it. I also look at many different books at the same time, but I kept coming back to it because it was so engaging and it was very satisfying, but it wasn't one where I was like, this is going to end well. And she foreshadows that it's not going to end well in the traditional sense. Um, and it's being able to be with that. Not every story has to have a completely happy ending. And even, our favorite fantasy series, whether it's Harry Potter or something else, it's not always sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops, but that's kind of what we are looking for. And it's a narrative fiction that both makes sense and is completely frustrating when you hear the protagonists and the choices they're making. But the choices they're making are very consistent with how they've shown up so far. And I really appreciate that. So if you're looking for another piece of fiction, and the difference between fiction and nonfiction is fiction needs to make sense, nonfiction doesn't, is I would highly recommend this. Take a look, take a listen. And remember, there's over 4 million, 5 million books out there now. So if it doesn't suit you, put it down, find something else. I'll have lots of book reviews up here. Ciao for now.